Alright, let's dive even deeper into this. Lil Wayne, a name synonymous with hip-hop royalty, has always been seen as a trailblazer in the rap game. With his rapid-fire lyrics, unique voice, and an uncanny ability to spot talent, remember, he discovered Drake and Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne has solidified his place as one of the greats. But as Charlemagne Tha God starts to unravel in this latest scandal, it seems like the story of Lil Wayne might have a darker side that not many were aware of. Picture this. It's the mid-2000s, and Lil Wayne is on top of the world. He's dropping mixtapes that are better than most people's albums, and his influence is spreading like wildfire. He's untouchable, or so it seems. But behind the scenes, there are rumors of power plays and manipulation by the very people who should have been supporting him.
What do you think about Lil Wayne being in the hospital recently?
Oh man, I don't wish poor health or near death on nobody. I think nowadays in hip hop, not even just in hip hop, in the culture period, in our society, the lines are blurred between professional and personal. Yeah, I don't like when Lil Wayne wears jeggings. I don't like when Lil Wayne acts like he's the biggest gangster in the world and talks about how he's gonna kill you and your family and newborn babies. I don't even like new Lil Wayne's rhymes. I think he sucks now. I like old Lil Wayne. I like Lil Wayne up to Carter 3. I think he's been terrible ever since he got out of jail. But that's how I feel about him on a professional level.
Jay-Z and Diddy, two titans of the industry, are alleged to have had their eyes on Wayne not as a peer, but as a pawn in their game. Now, fast forward to the present day. A leaked audio clip surfaces, sending shockwaves through the hip-hop community. In this clip, there's a mention of Lil Wayne. Maybe it's a discussion between Jay and Diddy about how they saw Wayne as a threat and decided to keep him close but under control. Or perhaps it's about how they tried to mold his career path to suit their own interests. Whatever the case, this snippet is enough to raise eyebrows and ignite conversations. Enter Charlemagne, the king of stirring the pot. Charlemagne has always been known for his blunt, no-holds-barred approach to commentary, and he's not about to let this one slide. He dives headfirst into the controversy, dissecting every word of the leaked audio.
On a personal level, nah, man, I don't want to see that brother in the hospital, catching seizures and, near death. And I think it's corny when people make jokes about that stuff. Like you see on Instagram, what's Lil Wayne's favorite pizza, Little Caesars. Like, that's whack. Like, that's not funny. Like, I don't wish poor health or near death on nobody. That man ain't never did nothing to me for me to feel that way about him, So I think I'm glad that he's better. I'm glad that he's, healthy and he can, get more dudes to suck dick for truck fit. Like, I'm happy that he's out here. He can buy more leggings and he can keep doing his skateboard thing. I'm happy that he's alive, man.
But it seems like Soulja Boy is down with him now. Didn't he get a Rich Gang tattoo? Now him and Baby are taking a bunch of pictures together.
Yeah, I don't know about that situation, but I know that record that Lil Wayne got on his new album, I'm Not a Human Being 2, produced by Soulja Boy featuring Trina, is garbage. Pure D trash. Like, that record is terrible. Like, that record sounds like Soulja Boy pulled that out from the stash before he even got a record deal, when he was just online trying to get people to listen to his music and he was making beats on Fruity Loops. Like, that shit is trash. I can't believe Wayne even rapped on that record. Like, this is, for all that, you can say what you want. Lil Wayne is one of the biggest rappers ever. He's a legend. When Lil Wayne had died in that hospital, they probably would have put him as #1 over Biggie and Pac. And I know that sounds crazy, but you got to think about the day and age that we live in. In this day and age where, people like to be prisoners of the moment and crown people and say that they're the best. Like, they say LeBron James is the best NBA player ever, which is blasphemous. But if Lil Wayne was to die right now in that hospital, they would have said he was the best. So for him to rap over that garbage ass Casio keyboard beat that Soulja Boy gave him, that was like, ugh. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, come on, man. You know how many people lining up to give Lil Wayne 5 beats and you pick this? Nah.
I feel you.
Can I elaborate on the Lil Wayne thing too? Please. The reason I say Lil Wayne would go down as the GOAT, because I know everybody will be on, YouTube. What the fuck is Charlemagne talking about saying he'd be #1? Yo, look at what Lil Wayne's resume. You don't gotta like the guy, but let's be objective here. Lil Wayne started in '97 with the Hot Boys. I remember being in Charleston, South Carolina, going to watch them perform at the Music Farm in the Palladium. In '97 when they were just independent. This guy's been rapping. He's been rapping since '97. I think his first solo album, The Block Is Hot, came out in '99. Like, the guy's got the catalog. The guy's got the catalog, and he's gotten more relevant as time has gone on. Then he put on his crew, you know, the whole Young Money, you know, situation. Artists like Drake, Nicki Minaj. The guy's got the resume to back up. He could possibly, he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's one of the greatest of all time.
I mean, he definitely has more music than Biggie, and probably more music than Tupac.
He starts connecting dots, pointing out instances in Lil Wayne's career where things didn't quite add up. Like when Wayne and Jay-Z had their infamous feud, was it really just a clash of egos? Or was there more to it? Was Diddy's friendship with Wayne genuine? Or was he just keeping his enemies closer? Charlemagne begins to paint a picture of Lil Wayne not as the independent, self-made star we all thought he was, but as someone who might have been manipulated by the bigger fish in the industry. He suggests that Jay-Z and Diddy, with all their power and influence, could have been subtly pulling the strings in Wayne's career, ensuring that he stayed in his lane and didn't overshadow them. Maybe they saw Wayne's potential and decided to keep him close to maintain control over the rap game. After all, in the cutthroat world of hip-hop, it's not just about talent, it's about power, influence, and staying on top. As Charlemagne continues to dig, he brings up instances where Lil Wayne's career took unexpected turns. Like when Wayne decided to stay with Cash Money despite all the drama and legal battles. Was it really just loyalty to Birdman, or was there more going on behind the scenes? Charlemagne even hints at the possibility that Wayne's infamous legal issues and prison stint might not have been just about bad decisions, but perhaps part of a larger scheme to keep him in check. As this narrative unfolds, the hip-hop community starts buzzing. Fans are divided. Some refuse to believe that Lil Wayne, the self-proclaimed best rapper alive, could have been manipulated by anyone. Others start to question everything they thought they knew about the industry. If Lil Wayne wasn't in control, who else might be getting played? Who's really calling the shots in hip-hop? Charlemagne doesn't stop there. He goes on to explore how this alleged manipulation might have affected Lil Wayne's legacy. Sure, Wayne is still considered one of the greatest, but what if he had been allowed to fully unleash his potential without interference? What heights could he have reached if he wasn't being held back by the powers that be? And most importantly, what does this mean for the future of hip-hop? If someone as big as Lil Wayne could be controlled, who's really in charge of the industry? As Charlemagne's revelations gain traction, the focus shifts back to Lil Wayne. Suddenly, his entire career is being re-examined under a new lens. Every decision, every collaboration, every feud is now being analyzed for signs of outside influence. The narrative that Charlemagne is pushing is gaining momentum, and it's starting to stick. Lil Wayne, once seen as a master of his own destiny, is now being portrayed as a possible victim of the very system he helped build. This new narrative raises more questions than it answers. How much did Lil Wayne know about what was happening behind the scenes? Was he aware of Jay-Z and Diddy's alleged machinations? Or was he genuinely in the dark? And if he did know, why didn't he do anything about it? Was it fear, loyalty, or something else entirely? That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe.